A very good morning, everyone. I am CS Kajalande Wak from Nyandeep Academy, and today we will be talking about the Hindu analysis dated 17th of January 2025. Okay, so let's start. The first news that we will be covering today is a very interesting news that is about ISRO Space DX. Then we will be talking about Jallikattu. Then we will be talking about Drone Didi scheme, and last we will be talking about Justice Chandra. So today's analysis is, today's newspaper is a pretty easy read. It's a good read from reader's perspective. And from exam point of view, these are the few topics that we'll be discussing. Also, it would be good if you just go through the editorials that have come in today's newspaper, just for general knowledge. Okay. Now, the very interesting news, ISRO, it executes satellite docking, places India in elite space club. Okay, first of all, now what is elite? Elite means the top class, okay? And docking, I'll explain you what docking with the help of the news. Okay, so ISRO, as we all know, it is a space research organization, correct? And they have successfully executed a docking experiment in the early hours of Thursday, making India the fourth country. Now, this is very, very important from exam point of view because where such questions do come, space questions, science and technology questions do have a place. Okay, so if we talk about ISRO, India, it has made India the fourth country to do this docking. Okay, now what exactly docking is, I will explain it to you, but first listen to this. To do this whole docking, India is the fourth country who have achieved this. Who are the top three? As expected, the top three are the US, Russia, and China, like extremely powerful nations, and now it's us. So we are the fourth country who are doing it. So now what happened is, as you can see in the picture, this is one satellite, SDX-01. This is second satellite, SDX-02. Okay. Now these two satellites, uh, as you can see, this is the orbit. Okay. One satellite is passing like this. The other satellite is passing like this. Can you see they are so close to each other? Okay. But they have successfully crossed each other. This is nothing but docking, because this satellite is going this side, this one is going this side. There is a chances that they might clash into one another, but that didn't happen, and there was a distance of 3 meters and they just crossed one another. This is what ISRO wanted to do. This is what we wanted to do. If we can do something like this, means our space technology or our space knowledge has come up to a very high extent. This is nothing but docking. Okay. Okay. Now, there were two satellites, as I showed you all. It was SDX-01, that is known as the chaser, and SDX-02, that was given the name of the target. Okay. Now, it was launched by PSLV, and it was on December 30th that it was successfully docked off from this complex, MOX. This is the name, okay, Mission Operation Complex, at the ISRO Telemetry Tracking and Commercial Network, ISTRAC. Again, it's just a name. And ISTRAC, they were the one who were responsible, who took care of the entire procedure as a monitor. Now, what were the words? Let's listen to the powerful words that came out of ISRO. So, docking success, spacecraft docking successfully completed. These were the words that came out from ISRO, which was like people had goosebumps that wow, such a historic moment has happened. And the distance initially was 15 meters between the two satellites, but it got reduced and it came to 3 meters. And this is what we wanted to do. We wanted to hold it at 3 meters, and it happened. This was done with precision, like extreme perfection. And again, this was successful, this mission, right? Imagine, guys, two satellites just at a distance of 3 meters exact. How perfect is that? How perfect our technology has become. Now, Also, ISRO said on Twitter, on X, there is the name is not Twitter anymore, it's X. So ISRO also said on X that retraction completed smoothly. Okay. After that, it was followed by rigidization and stability. First, there was a retraction, like the directions are decided. Then the satellites are made stable. Okay. And then finally, docking has successfully completed. India became the 4th country to achieve successful space docking. Congratulations to the entire team. Congratulations to India. This is what ISRO tweeted on X. Okay. Also, they said post docking, the agency, once docking was done, it didn't mean that docking is done. So now, even if the satellite gets destroyed, it's okay. No, they even took control of those 2 satellites. So now even undocking was done. Okay, like they had their own ways. After they came close to each other at a 3-meter distance, they were controlled and they were taken away. So that was also done. Now, SPARDEX mission, this is known as SPARDEX mission, okay? It is a very important project which is designed to develop and demonstrate the technology that we thoroughly need for space tech. Like in short, this is nothing but a space technology, okay? Now, why are we showing off this technology, or why do we need to use this technology? First of all, in future, we are going to have various space missions, especially if this is a homework, please. I have also explained this to you in one of the Hindu analysis, that which is the mission, what is the name of the mission under which India is planning to send human astronauts in space, okay? So yes, if we talk about this, this is a futuristic mission where we'll be sending an Indian astronaut on the moon. We'll be operating the Indian space station. We are planning to build an Indian space station. We've also spoken about this. Okay. So all these are extremely futuristic missions, and in this particular case, it is important that like what docking happened right now, we need to be so good with space technology. We need such perfection and precision because our future missions are extremely challenging. Okay. Now, these are the timelines that when all what happened. First of all, the space agency has initially scheduled the docking for this date on 7th, but it postponed it to 9th. Okay. Now, on 8th of January, they observed a more than desired drift between the 2 satellites. So they again postponed the docking. So what happened? There was a lot of distance, like 15 meters and more than that maybe. That is why they said, let's not do the docking right now. Then on June 12th, the satellites got close within 3 meters of each other, and then they got back to a safe distance again. And on 18th January, inter-satellite distance was reduced to 3 meters from 15 meters, and both the satellites were successfully docked. Now, as I said, significance because we have extremely challenging missions in near future. That is why such missions are important. Okay, next we will be talking about Jallikattu and other bull-related sports in Tamil Nadu. Okay. Now, I am sure even in our local areas, we do have seen certain sports that are, which require involvement of animals. So, similarly, there is a sport in Tamil Nadu which requires involvement of bulls, and this sport is very famous, like not only in India, worldwide it is very famous. But because it's shown in many of the movies as well, but because this sport is kind of like animal cruelty, so this was banned. Okay, so let's talk about it. There was this festival, Jallikattu, not festival but a sport that was being played, Jallikattu, and there are 6 people who have died because of this. Jallikattu, Eruthanam, then Manjuviratu. Okay, these are the Tamil Nadu sports. Now, Jallikattu is a sport which is famous in Tamil Nadu, and what does it have? What does it do? There is a wild bull, okay, an angry, a wild bull. Then there is a crowd of people, and that bull is introduced in that crowd of people. and the target of the person is to grab the bull. He's already very wild. So the target is to grab the bull and to sit on him and to get him under control. Okay, this is what the game is. It's celebrated every time in the month of January because that time the Pongal festival is around the corner. The Supreme Court had banned this. Why? Because as per Animal Welfare Board of India, this was something that was animal cruelty, so Supreme Court had banned this. But the bone of contention, now what do you mean by bone of contention? Matlab bhandnacha mudda, that is bone of contention. Okay, so here the issue was that they had banned it in 2014, Supreme Court. So now why is it being played right now? Because there was a act of 2017 which kind of made this sport not illegal. Okay, like they allowed this sport to take place. So despite the Supreme Court ban, they gave the saying that this is our culture, this is our tradition, and this can't be banned. And by using this defense, they continued the sport. Now, this is about the entry 17 of list 3 of the 7th schedule of a constitution. It talks about prevention of animal cruelty, and there was a 5-judge bench of Supreme Court. It upheld the amendments that were done by Tamil Nadu Legislative Assembly. Also, the amendments allowed bull taming sports. As I said, according to these amendments, these sports are fine. They can be done. Jallikattu, Kambala, bullock cart races. Even in Maharashtra, we do see there are times, like for example, Bailpora. Okay, but there are also places where Bailpora is also celebrated in a very decent and in such a way that the animals are not hurt. But in certain areas, people do celebrate even such occasions by being cruel to the animals. So this is something that the Supreme Court was not okay with, but because the Legislative Assembly has the right to make laws, so the judiciary can't interfere in the legislative functions, right? Next, we will be talking about Tamil Nadu's Drone Didi spray acres of farmlands in a jiffy. Now, what is this? We have a lot of South news today, okay, which is important from exam point of view. Now, this is a scheme, this is a new scheme that has been launched. One second. See, the name of this scheme is Drone Didi, okay? Drone Didi scheme. Now, this is a new scheme that has been launched in Tamil Nadu. If successful, of course, it will be launched pan-India because that's what the pattern is. In a state, if a scheme is very successful, if possible for the center, it does launch it at many places. Okay, so it is a central scheme, central sector scheme, and it is part of Deen Dayal Antyodhya Yojana, that is National Rural Livelihood Mission. Like it is a part of NRLM. This is a mission that is trying to make the life of rural people better. Got it? So this is a part of it. Now, what is its objective? The objective is that we need to make women powerful through self-help groups by providing drones for drone services in agriculture. Now, first of all, I'll tell you what is self-help groups. Self-help groups are such groups that the women who are having common problems, or the women who think that we might all come together and help each other so that we all can grow together. So these are the self-help group for women. Now in case of this, a drone, now what happens is for agricultural fields, like you have to actually go and spray all the pesticides, you have to spray all the manures and everything, correct? The spraying is done. But in this particular case, under Drone Didi, there will be a drone that will be provided. Okay, I hope we all know what drones are. So a drone will be provided, and with the use of that particular drone, the entire field will be sprayed with pesticides and manures. Okay, so this is what is going to happen here. Now, of course, drones will be given on rent. it aims to support 14,500 self-help groups at a national level. As I said, it will be implemented at a national level in these 2 years, okay? And the ministry is Ministry of Agriculture. Now, financial assistance, 80% subsidy will be given to self-help groups up to maximum of rupees 8 lakh to purchase drone. If they don't want to rent it, rental services are also there. You can rent a drone and use it for your farm, give it back. But if you want to purchase them, the self-help groups will obviously purchase them and give it to their members on rent, okay? So when the self-help group wants to purchase the drone, 8 lakh ka subsidy will be given by government. Above that, if we will need funding. So for the above funding, remaining funding, for that also they have given options. Like we have AIF, Agriculture Infra Financing. They offer loans and they offer funding at a very, very, very less interest rate. Okay. Now, what is it when you purchase a drone? What all will we get? It will include all the accessories that are important. We'll have the spray assemblies. The batteries will be there, the cameras, chargers, measurement tools. All of this is going to be here. Okay, this is also going to be very helpful for inspection of the entire field. Like we can stay at one place, and because of the drone camera access that we have, so if we've connected to our phone, we can literally see on our phone the entire field or whatever, wherever is happening. If the drone wants to go deeper inside the agriculture field, we can do all of that. Okay, so this is, we are merging agriculture and science, right? Now, additional batteries and propellers are also provided, which will cover 20 acres of land per day. Okay. Now, training will also be given. A 15 days training will be given that how to operate this drone, how to use it, and on pesticide spraying, if you want to give manures to your plants, how to do all that. Also, lead fertilizer companies, that is LFCs, they will execute the scheme at the state level, and they will coordinate with all the state departments, especially the agriculture department, self-help groups. Okay, this is what LFCs are going to do. And a central empowered committee, they will be the one who will be monitoring the scheme if it is going as per the plans, if the various governments, if the various the various departments are coordinating with each other, they're coordinating with the self-help groups. All this will be taken care by this committee. Okay. Now, why is this done? First of all, women need empowerment. They need income generation. One of the main reason that this scheme has come up, as we are seeing, it's the name has Didi in it, drone Didi. So it's for the women. They need income opportunities. Women are 50% India. So if women don't earn, Indian economy is not going to go ahead. Okay, so for giving them opportunities, then agriculture generally, if we talk about agriculture in Western nations, they also have agriculture, but their agriculture is so much more modernized, scientific. So we are also trying to do the same thing. Also, it's going to reduce cost for the farmers because once we have the drones, we don't need much labor, right? So that labor cost will be reduced a lot. And last news for today, Justice Vinod Chandran sworn in as Supreme Court judge, top court close to full strength. Okay. Now, Chief Justice of India, who is a Chief Justice of India? It's Sanjeev Khanna. He administered the oath. There is a new judge that has been appointed in the Supreme Court. A judge. Okay, CGI, already we have Sanjeev Khanna right now. A new judge has been appointed. Okay, what's his name? Justice Krishnan Vinod Chandran. So he has to take the oath in front of the CGI. This is what he did. Justice Chandran, he was first the Chief Justice of Patna High Court, okay? And from there, he's come to become a normal judge of Supreme Court. His appointment, generally the judicial strength, if we talk about, maximum is 34. Like a Supreme Court can have 34 judges. So now after Krishnan Vinod has been appointed, the number has gone up to 33. Okay. The Supreme Court had recommended Justice Chandran that this one should be appointed. They give recommendations to the union government, okay, for this appointment. They are saying that we have 83,000 cases pending in Supreme Court. So the Supreme Court Collegium has time and again said that our full limit is 34 judges. We need it because we have so many cases pending. So obviously we need many judges, and we are allowed to keep 34. So we need all 34 judges. Okay. They have also said even a single vacancy we cannot afford right now because there are so many cases that are pending and this number is increasing day by day. So even a single vacancy cannot be afforded. Okay, the Union Cabinet, it has approved the 34 wala number ki you can have 34 judges. The strength can be increased. Eventually, starting with the strength was Chief Justice of India plus only 7 other judges. Now this is 34. So the strength can be increased by the union government. Okay. So for then again, beech mein it was 31. This was also increased to 34. Then Supreme Court ka last amendment. Then beech mein it was 25, which was included to 31. Then 31 to 34. This happened. And as per the constitution, the strength of the Supreme Court, as I said, it can be decided by the union government. The law can fix it. More than law, a law that would be made by parliament. Okay. Now, this article states, Article 124, very important article from exam point of view. You all need to know this. Article 124.1, 124.2. Both the articles you all need to know. Okay. So, what does 124.1 say? That the Supreme Court of India will have one Chief Justice, okay, and not more than 7 other judges, but the Parliament can prescribe for a larger number. Just what I said, it has CGI plus 7 other judges, but this number 7 can be increased. By whom? By the Parliament. Now 124.2 states that every judge of the Supreme Court, every judge, he shall be appointed by President, okay, but the consultation should be made with such number of judges of Supreme Court and the High Courts from whose state this person has been appointed. Like right now, Chandran was appointed because he was the judge of a High Court, okay, Chief Justice of High Court in Patna. So even their opinion will be taken when you're shifting Chandran from there to Supreme Court, okay. And the Parliament is competent to increase the number of judges whenever they want. They can just pass a law and they can increase the number of judges Supreme Court can have. Okay. So yes, that's it for today. As I said, today's newspaper was an easy read. It was very much normal. Here you all need to know the most important part of today was the first topic that we took. That is a space technology topic. You all need to know each and every news regarding ISRO that comes up your way. Okay. So that's it guys. We'll stop for the day and I will see you all tomorrow for the next Hindu analysis. Thank you so much.